Hola, amigos! Hey, everyone! Get ready to dive into the vibrant heart of Mexico. I'm so excited you're considering a trip to this incredible country, bursting with culture, history, and breathtaking landscapes. It's Julio Escalante here, your friendly local guide, ready to share some insider tips. I've lived and breathed Mexico my whole life, and I can't wait to show you what makes it so special. From the ancient ruins of the Maya civilization to the bustling streets of Mexico City and the serene beaches of the Riviera Maya, Mexico is awesome. It's a land of contrasts, a place where ancient traditions meet modern life, and where every corner holds a new adventure. But before you grab your tickets, start practicing your Spanish, and pack your suitcase with those must-have souvenirs, let's pump the brakes for just a moment because we need to chat about some important stuff. Consider this your pre-trip briefing, the essential information you need to ensure your Mexican adventure is not only unforgettable, but also safe and enjoyable. Yeah, you heard me. Important stuff. This isn't about scaring you, it's about preparing you. It's about equipping you with the knowledge to navigate potential challenges and make informed decisions. I want you to have a blast, soak up the sun, dance to the mariachi music, and indulge in the delicious cuisine in my amazing country. But there are a few things you need to know to truly make the most of your trip and stay safe, protect your belongings, and be aware of your surroundings. Be respectful of the local culture, customs, and traditions. Remember, you're a guest in this beautiful country, and showing respect goes a long way, and avoid any problems that could potentially ruin your vacation. Steer clear of common tourist traps, be mindful of scams, and know how to handle yourself in unfamiliar situations. Trust me, your vacation will be way more fun, more enriching, and more memorable that way. A little preparation can make all the difference. So, get ready, friends, grab a pen and paper, or open your notes app, because I'm about to tell you 10 things you should never do in Mexico. Let's get started, and make sure your trip is nothing short of amazing. Alright, amigos, let's dive into something super important before you even think about unpacking your bags. When you're in Mexico, and trust me, you're going to love it here, it's crucial to remember something fundamental. You're not just on vacation, soaking up the sun and sipping margaritas. It's so much more than that. You're a guest in our home. Think of Mexico as one giant, vibrant, loving home filled with warmth, culture, and traditions that we hold dear. So, be respectful, okay? It's the golden rule, and it applies everywhere, but especially when you're experiencing a new culture. We're talking about respecting our customs, the little things that make Mexico, well, Mexico. From the way we celebrate to the way we interact with each other. Our traditions, passed down through generations, are the heart and soul of our communities. They're what make us unique and vibrant, and our people. The warm, welcoming, and proud people who call this beautiful country home. Like, don't be surprised, or worse, judgmental, if you see people greeting each other with a little more affection than you might be used to. With a kiss on the cheek, it's a common and friendly gesture. It's just our way of saying hello. A small sign of warmth and connection that we share with friends, family, and even new acquaintances. And hey, if someone invites you to their house, consider it a real honor. Bring a little gift. It's a sign of gratitude and respect for their hospitality. Like flowers, a beautiful and thoughtful gesture that always brings a smile. Or some sweetbread, pan dulce, as we call it. It's a delicious treat to share and enjoy together. It's the polite thing to do, and it shows that you appreciate their invitation and their culture. Trust me, being respectful goes a long way in Mexico. It opens doors, creates connections, and allows you to experience the true magic of this incredible country. Embrace the culture, be open-minded, and you'll find that Mexico welcomes you with open arms. So you're planning a trip to Mexico? Fantastic choice. Get ready for vibrant culture, delicious food, and breathtaking landscapes. But before you dive headfirst into all the adventures Mexico has to offer, let's address a crucial topic, something that can make or break your vacation. Let's talk about the tap water in Mexico. It's a subject that often gets overlooked in travel guides, but it's something you absolutely need to be aware of to ensure a healthy and enjoyable trip. We're going to dive deep into why you should think twice before filling up your glass straight from the tap. I'm just gonna say it, don't drink it. Seriously, just don't. It's not worth the risk. Yeah, I know. You're thinking, but Julio, I'm tough, I can handle it. I've got a cast iron stomach. Listen, I'm all for being adventurous, exploring hidden cenotes, scaling ancient ruins, but trust me on this one. This isn't an adventure you want to embark on. Your stomach will thank me later. Trust me, Montezuma's revenge is not a souvenir you want to bring back home. It can ruin your vacation and leave you feeling miserable. Stick to bottled water, my friends. It's readily available everywhere, from convenience stores to restaurants. It's better to be safe than sorry. Plus, you can even find sparkling water if you're feeling fancy. And hey, while we're talking about water, let's also consider other sources of potential contamination. Make sure you're drinking enough. Staying hydrated is key, especially if you're out and about in the Mexican sun. Dehydration can sneak up on you quickly in that heat. Nobody wants to get heat stroke. So drink plenty of bottled water, avoid ice in your drinks unless you're sure it's made with purified water, and be mindful of what you're eating. Choose reputable restaurants and food stalls and you'll be well on your way to a fantastic and healthy Mexican adventure. Remember, a little precaution goes a long way. Alright, listen up, my friends. This is important. Mexico is generally safe, but like any other country, there are some things you need to be careful about. One of the biggest ones? Don't show off your cash or expensive jewelry like you're trying to win a prize for being the biggest target. Seriously, keep your valuables hidden and pay attention to what's going on around you, especially in crowded places. Remember, safety first, friends. Let's talk about street food because, let's be real, no trip to Mexico is complete without it. But, and this is a big but, you gotta be smart about where you're getting your food. Look for stalls that are clean, with lots of customers, and food that's being cooked right in front of you. And hey, if something looks a little iffy, it's probably best to avoid it. Your stomach will thank you, I promise. Okay, my friends, let's talk about the language for a second. While you'll find people who speak English in tourist areas, it's not always the case. So, what should you do? Learn some basic Spanish, of course. Trust me, even a few phrases like, hello, how are you? And thank you will be really helpful. Plus, it shows that you're trying to communicate with the locals, which they'll appreciate. And who knows, you might even impress some cute girls or guys with your language skills. Tipping is important in Mexico, friends. So listen up. In restaurants, it's normal to tip around 10 to 15% of the bill, depending on the service. But it's not just waiters. You should also be tipping bartenders, bellhops, and anyone else who helps you out. Remember, these hardworking people depend on tips, so let's show them some appreciation. Mexico is a photographer's dream, but before you start taking pictures of everything, remember to be respectful. Always ask permission before taking photos of people, especially indigenous communities. And hey, if you're not sure if it's okay to take a picture of something, just ask. It's always better to be safe than sorry, and it shows that you're being mindful of the local culture. Driving in Mexico can be an adventure. Traffic laws are different here, and let's just say that people aren't always the best drivers. So, if you're planning on renting a car, be prepared for anything. Make sure you have insurance, learn about the local traffic laws, and most importantly, be careful. And hey, if you're not comfortable driving in Mexico, no worries. Taxis and ride-sharing apps are easy to find. The Day of the Dead is one of Mexico's most important holidays, and it's a beautiful celebration of life and death. But remember, friends, it's a sacred tradition, so be respectful. Don't use it as an excuse to wear offensive costumes or make fun of the holiday. Instead, take the time to learn about the traditions, visit the ofrendas, those are the altars, and appreciate the beauty of this unique celebration. Mexico is generally a safe country, but like any other place, there are areas that are best avoided. Before you go exploring, make sure to do your research and be aware of your surroundings. Stick to well-lit areas and busy areas, especially at night. And hey, if you're ever unsure about something, don't hesitate to ask a local for help. We're here to help you have an amazing and safe trip. So there you have it, friends. My top 10 things you should never do in Mexico. Remember, traveling is all about experiencing new cultures and making awesome memories, but it's also about being respectful, responsible, and staying safe. By following these simple tips, you'll be ready to have an epic Mexican adventure. Now go and explore my beautiful country. Goodbye, friends.